All right, guys, here we go. Rocking and rolling here. Blitz World Series coming at you. Pro Division. Couple of amazing top-level players in here. So we got Legend in yellow. Thank you, Murray. We got Legend in yellow fighting out of Jordan on the left. He's being matched here by Latof. Latof, one of the newer pro-level Blitz players, but one of the best Red Alert 2 traditional players in the world. So coming into Blitz just in the last month, he's been playing a lot of quick match. He's figured it out very, very quickly, and he is an absolute force here in the Pro Division. So we'll see if Legends Blitz, way more Blitz experience can help him out here, but these guys I think should be toe-to-toe. I think we're looking at a real barn burner here. I forget, Latof, what country is he out of? I have his flag, I forget. Is it Kuwait? Is Latof out of Kuwait? I might have said those colors. Did I say those colors right? Latof's in red, Legend's in yellow. Anyway, so Legend is going to open the corner here. Latof being a bit more conservative as he builds on that top layer in the center. Very interesting to see neither player go towards the pyramid here. That was kind of what we thought was the pro meta at this point, was kind of building down in towards the center. But yeah, very, very interesting. The bingo event got called for. I thought that raid event only happened. Well, anyway. Bingo events are up as well. Get those bingo cards out. The predictions are in. Let's see how you guys feel about this one. How are you guys feeling? 5 and 6, 50-50 pretty much. The players are split. This is a very, very tough one for me. Again, Legend with more Blitz experience, but Latof's just a force. And Latof's been playing a lot more quick match. We've talked about that before. Legend doesn't really play a lot of Blitz outside of the tournaments, but he's a good enough player he can kind of just show up and get it done. So Legend now, I like that forward barracks from Legend, able to build Desolators, Conscripts right down to the center. You're going to see, keep an eye on that timer bottom right. Oh, that timer in the top right is not the game timer. All right, so the timer in the bottom right is the crate timer. So yeah, I mean, you see these guys really prioritizing that. Obviously, at this level, the mastermind with proper micro can get so much done, especially SVS. When an allied player's out, obviously the Eagles, the Harriers can counter the mastermind fairly easily. But yeah, SVS, it just totally swings the tide. So yeah, this is pretty common here to see the drones and the Desolators using the sentry guns as close as possible, just trying to control that pyramid. Mastermind coming now. Looks like Latof is going to be in a better position. Ooh, is going to lose. Oh, I thought he might lose a tank there. Latof pushes him off, grabs the mastermind. And Latof is ahead here on Rhinos as well, it looks like. Very nice build from Latof. Both players' economies looking flush. Legend actually has a War Factory advantage here. And Legend now out with a few drones. Oh, the Mastermind. So it does take care of that Mastermind. No value out of the Mastermind. And that is very, very well played from Legend to control that Mastermind, not let it get too much value there. Yeah, oh, it is Kuwait. Okay, that's right. Okay. Yep, and now, so Latof going to take a bite on the top side, grabs an oil, gets one with it. That's one thing we've seen from Legend, just he plays Blitz very similar to his traditional games, and a lot of times we've seen him getting in trouble with his oil placement. So stacking those two oils together there allowed for a quick little chain reaction. And Latof, that's why we call him the Deso King right there. Incredible player with Desolators, pushing in right now with those Desolators, forcing Legend's tanks out of position, and just kind of opening up the door here for Latof just to kind of pry open and grab that MCV. Very, very nice. So now Legend forced to accept a base trade here, and Latof has more Desolators on the back end to slow it down. So Legend's going to be in trouble here. This Soviet versus Soviet, and Latof just able to control so much real estate with those Desolators, getting so much value. Legend tries to split up and grabs the MCV, doesn't get it, so only gets one War Factory there. Legend now down an MCV, and his remaining tanks heavily radiated as Latof continues to push him out. So Latof with these Desolators and these sentry guns, protecting the Desolators from the drones with the sentry guns. Really, really well played, a good position. And Legend now forced on his heels here. Doesn't really have much of a winning move. Very, very tough spot here for Legend. Yeah, so Legend does keep pumping. Legend does keep pumping drones here. Just has to kind of slow things down. The drones, obviously, and now Legend. Oh wow. Okay, so Legend did tip that. Wow, Legend tipped those Rhino numbers nicely here. Both players on even War Factories. I'm not exactly sure how Legend got back ahead on Rhinos. But yeah, but the Desolator's still just kind of nullifying the situation. It's tricky if Legend lets up, switches over to drones, which he's going to have to do to get through these Desos. It's going to put him behind on Rhinos. So you see now Legend just kind of working around the map, trying to find an opening as Latof, ooh, and grabs in. Mastermind gets overloaded, gets on radiation. Oh, actually saves the Mastermind. Ooh, so now no Desolators on the top side. You see Latof quickly trying to get some Desolators up there to slow things down here. Legend has his Mastermind behind him. Legend gonna take a nice bite here, goes into a couple Sentry Guns. Now the Desolators are there, and so now you see Latof kind of playing off the back of his Desolators. Legend throws that Mastermind in and gets a couple free Rhinos for it. Now Legend bring in the drones to counter these Desolators. That's the big thing here. That HUD's gonna cause some issues though. It's gonna keep the drones from getting into position. Masterminds the Desolators. He masterminds the Desolators. And now keeping, oh my god, this is incredible top level plays right now. Masterminded the Desolators, took the Desolators out of position. Legend now continuing the push here. He has to get value out of this attack. He's down in MCV. He needs a massive offensive push here. Latof now running with his MCV, but now on his own radiation. And Legend just trying to stay alive, trying to stay off of the radiation. Now on the run, a couple tanks get routed wrong though. The MCV's out of position. So much radiation on the map right now. And Latof's army is gone. Latof in that process of that did radiate a lot of his army, but Legend's entire army is smoking, guys. These Rhinos are gonna pop so quick. So Legend just trying to get whatever value he can off of the radiation. An incredible tug of war right now as Latof continues to push in even more with the Desolators. Wow. And Legend really staying in this with no MCV. Very, very impressive here. No MCV. Does have that radar, which is nice, so Legend can keep pumping his own Desolators. So now Legend bringing out some drones. He needs to use the drones, try to just crack something open here. Get through these Desolators. This is looking pretty juicy right here to me. No Desolators in position down here. MCV a little bit naked, and Legend with a nice tank advantage as Latof switches over to drones now to try to thin out Legend's tank numbers. And this is a very annoying situation for a player. You're having to constantly go over to your tank tab and switch. Okay, I need drones. Okay, I need tanks. I need drones. I need tanks. And that takes that really takes away from your battlefield micro. You know, you want to be focusing more on your units. It does take a bit of time here. So now, yeah, Legend tries to get down to the bottom a bit too slow. Latof plenty of time to react. Does get over there though. And now look at this barracks. Latof's got barracks everywhere, so we can pump Desolators wherever he needs them. So Legend will need some drones to try to crack through here. But man, that MCV is looking juicy. The problem is this is an interesting move. You know, a lot of players, when Latof does get that Mastermind. Now, a lot of players here might try to recklessly dive on the MCV. The problem is, and Legend's doing the math here, Latof he's got 5 war factories. He's got an Iron Curtain. He's got his battle lab. He's got his radar. He's got a couple barracks, tons of oil. So even if he gets the MCV, right? If Legend gets the MCV and throws his army in the process, it's GG. So Legend, it's a tough spot. Latof's got a lot of base to take. It's gonna be tough, and it's smart that Legend's not just recklessly dodging. So Legend does bring a bit of a split here. Can those tanks on the bottom get off the radiation? They do. They sneak right off the radiation. They might. Oh, if he can get the MCV with just 4 tanks. Oh, he should have just brought. Oh, the force shield anyway. A couple more tanks just would have been a couple more tanks lost, I guess. Does force the force shield though, and that force shield is a big move here because it does force him to go low power, which is very, very nice. So low power to lay that Iron Curtain. And the problem here is that Legend with no MCV, I don't know how Legend has still been in the game this long, but it's very, very impressive because he hasn't had an MCV. He has no tech, so he's behind on the Iron Curtain. I don't really know how Legend's doing this, but it's it seems like kind of a matter of time in some ways. Yeah, so Legend. It wants to accept the base. There's too many Desolators. Too many Desolators. What can you do? What can you do? Iron Curtain now defensively. Latof has a nice split. Kirov's coming to close it out. First point goes down. Yeah, tough spot. Tough spot. Really, really well played. I mean, obviously, Latof is a beast, but very impressive to see Legend hanging in there that long with no MCV. Yeah, we'll see what point. Things are only going to get weirder from here. That was Soviet versus Soviet. That's what these guys know, and that's what these guys expect. So from here, things are going to get weird as we switch over to Allied. That was a banger, though. Banger. Okay, okay, okay. All right, here we go. Here we go. So point number 2 now, Allied versus Allied. We'll see if the action can keep up with that level of intensity. Man, that was a real tug of war. Real tug of war. Latof, that's why we call him the Deso King, though. You guys saw his entire side of the map fully radiated. And there's a little bit of, it's harder than it looks to maintain that because obviously you don't want to radiate your own tanks. Damn it. I need to take that one off because you guys are purposefully hoping that I get the score wrong. Instead of helping me out, you guys are like counter coaching me. All right, so Latof opening a handful of GIs here. This is very surprising to me to see both these players just building right off their center MCV. In the lower levels in quick match, even in the other pro games, we've always seen players kind of prioritizing opening a corner or opening down towards the pyramid. Yeah, very interesting. I suppose the whole point is to win bingo. Yeah, I suppose. All right, so the GI's out, but don't get much done. Legend brings over a rock, keeping now an IFV out to counter. Yeah, so we'll see. Allied versus Allied, very rock, paper, scissors, right? Soviet versus Soviet's a bit more rock versus rock. But yeah, Allied, rock, paper, scissors here, and look at that. And so that's why that's why the GI rush. The longer it goes, the less value it gets. You know, the sniper IFV out now just totally nullifies. So that first little exchange is going to go in Legend's favor here. Definitely getting more value out of that. Those GIs are a bit expensive, and Legend able just to push a little bit here and take map control. Rocky advantage for Latof at the moment. Latof's economy is going to get a little bit strapped here, though. Eagle out now to try to counter the IFVs. Okay. Okay, so now Rockies, Grizzlies, and how did Latof get this Grizzly advantage? I'm not exactly sure here, but Legend needs to be very careful. It's a scary amount of Rockies as well. Latof up on Rockies, up on Grizzlies. War Factory going to go down. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to push with the... Oh, but Latof, okay, all right, so Legend did get a counterpunch downfield. Legend with an interesting placement for that defensive paradrap. Legend accepts a base trade here. Latof does not accept the base trade. Latof pulls back. Latov's Rocky advantage here is pretty nice, and Legend with no anti-air isn't going to be able to have a way to defend this. Oh, the Mastermind's out. Legend's going to make a mad dash for the Mastermind. Grizzly's in the back of his base. Legend getting offensive value with the Eagles, but he is getting picked apart right now. He needs to get something done with that Mastermind. And so to protect that Mastermind, he's going to take the Mastermind home for the time being because he doesn't have any anti-air, no War Factory either. So Legend's in trouble. I'm not sure why Latof's not diving with his Rockies on the Mastermind. So now Legend needs to get an IFV down to the center, try to play off that Mastermind, but he does need to get an IFV in there. Okay, so now Legend going to try it, and now an IFV coming. All right, so now an IFV is there. And so Legend, the Mastermind, the only thing keeping Legend in this game right now, but that War Factory going down at this point in the game is so critical. And Legend doing a great job with the Eagles controlling the AFC. So Latof not able to counter the Mastermind with the standard meta, which is obviously bombing it with Eagles, which is very nice for Legend. And Legend buying himself some critical time here should be just totally screwed and might still be totally screwed, but doing a great job with that Mastermind keeping Latof at bay. So Latof's going to take what he can here, gets in, grabs that oil. Ooh, and Latof doesn't have any IFVs in here. Oh, he micros. Oh, Legend tries to micro the elite Grizzly, does get caught out of position with the Mastermind, goes down, the MCV goes down, tries to use the Eagles defensively here, and looks like Legend's quitting out. Yeah, a lot of Grizzlies. Not exactly sure how Latof got so far ahead on those Grizzlies, but he got it. Latof did get ahead early on, and then ultimately that War Factory hit early just took Legend out of the game. But Legend did a great job with his Eagles, you know, to be defensive, to be on your heels, but to keep throwing those Eagles downfield to just try to keep things slowed down. But and Latof now on 4 barracks, spamming Rockies, 5K with the economy to support it. Legend on 26K, nothing to do with it really here. Again, Legend loses MCV early game. You see Latof just pull back and let him make a mistake. It's a good move, no reason to rush in. Yeah, and again, yeah, and Latof, so Latof, interesting player here in both. We haven't seen that many Blitz show matches with him, but And Legend does get in and grabs the mastermind. Again, not much value out of it though. Yeah, and it's interesting to see Latof, very calculated player obviously here. He doesn't care about recklessly storming down the field and beheading his enemy. He's doing this systematically. Kind of guy who makes people quit out, which is a frustrating kind of player to play. Not quite the flashy showman that, you know, some of us like, but ultimately is the best, you know, winning strategy. Play it smart. Play it smart. Take his MCV, then slow it down. Play it smart. Yeah, early game, yeah. Legend saying he forgot tanks. Yeah, he did get behind early on. So Legend is going to go Soviet here. This is what you'd expect. Soviet versus Allied. Latof obviously proving himself as a very, very diverse player here. A really, really nice Allied look and Soviet look so far this series. But he did show his hand a little bit in that last point. So Latof went incredibly heavy air with his Allied versus Allied matchup. So we'll see Latof. You got to assume he's the kind of multi-dimensional player who does have multiple Allied looks here, but we'll see. It's interesting right now. You know, Legend obviously expects the GI opening. The GI opening is expected. The question is Latof going to go heavy air again? If he does, will Legend counter it? Oh god, these GIs and that War Factory in a very scary spot on this map. But Sentry Gun, see if Legend can handle the micro here. Got to get in there with the tank, squash him. Does not get enough value out of the first tank. A Sentry Gun and proper tank micro though can. Ooh, the elite GI, that's frustrating. Yeah, and that's just the worst placement in the world for that War Factory against an Allied player who's going to open the corner. But Legend, calm, cool, and collected. Oh my God, he does. And he has his barracks down here as well. So we'll see if he can bring in some conscripts, something to help out. And Legend does thwart that. Hard to say on that exchange. GIs, you know, GIs are expensive. It's so funny. I'm used to the lower levels where that would have been GG easy no re. But Legend very, very well done there. You guys got to remember control clicking, or what is it? Alt clicking on the infantry with your tanks. Don't just try to run them over randomly. You hold Alt, click on the infantry. I always forget. I have a Mac keyboard, so I never remember what to click. Flag track out now. Good handful of Grizzlies though. And this is what you don't want. You don't want the Allied player to be in the driver's seat here. And Latof's gonna probably. Oh, Latof could have considered diving on that MCV. All right, and so now Legend getting a bit of momentum here in game number 3. Tank's a bit out of position, needs to be careful. Pillboxes, trying to bring some fodder in. No anti-air in this group. Legend did have a flag track. I think it got sniped. That's the biggest issue here, Allied versus Sov. You're just gonna continuously have Eagles sniping your flag tracks. Legend should be considering pulling back to a defensive position, and Legend also, this is a hard position for Legend because he needs a flak track. But if he gets behind on Rhino numbers, he's totally screwed. Legend does have another War Factory. Ooh, and Latof's totally broke. Latof is totally broke. So again, this flak track, and the flak track gets sniped again. And Legend needs to switch over to flak cannons. He needs to go flak cannons. It's frustrating, but I think it just is the move. At the top level, these guys are just surgeons with their Eagles taking out these flak tracks. And so he does go flak cannon, not quite in the position. Oh, and okay, does drone the mastermind. Oh my God, I'm just like, can Legend hang on? Can Legend give us a barn burner? Legend does lose an oil in the top right. Legend's economy is flush right now. Unfortunately for Legend, Latof's economy is catching up with him. Man, Latof's a beast. Allied and Sov just really, really dialed in on this map. Blitz in general. All right, all right. It's a lot of Grizzlies. So now Legend pumping conscripts here. I think Legend. Oh, that bunker could really help. We'll see if and Latof pulls out. Yeah, Latof, very calculated guy. So now Legend forced into a very defensive position. Luckily though, he does have plenty of money to support it, and you see Latof just going to pull back and tech up here. So the question is now tons of flak cannons, very defensive, but now the Mirage tanks are coming out. So the question is, how does Legend get offensive value here? Desolators out now as well. Obviously, you're going to have to Deso Bomb your way out of the Mirages. So now Sniper's out. So Legend's going to try to get a Deso Bomb ready to take out the Mirages. Latof's going to try to counter with the Snipers. Yeah, Legend just knows it. Legend knows, you know, these top level guys like this, they won't just turtle in the corner because he knows he'll lose. He would rather, you know, you can see him, he's trying to think of a way out of this position, you know, trying to think of a way to get some sort of offensive value. It's very, very tough. He hardly has enough room to tech up at this point, but he's got plenty of money to do it. And here comes the battle lap. So Legend will try to get his tech out. The Eagles are going to try to prevent that, obviously, here. Now he's got the flat cannons. Can Legend protect the battle lab? The Iron Curtain is his only way back in this game, but to start that off, to stay alive right now, he's going to need a very, very nice Deso Bomb. Got to get some Desolators, got to get him in the flak tracks. He's got to get a good Deso Bomb because the Mirages are coming right now. Yep. Mastermind out now, and Legend, yeah, Legend trying to consider it's a lot of Mirages. Does Legend have a Deso Bomb ready to go? Legend's got a Legend. Latof's giving Legend a lot of time to gear up this Deso Bomb. Okay, Desolator's heading back. Legend, the Deso Bomb. The Snipers, and these Snipers are going to go elite, and things are only going to get worse. He's trying just to push the Desolators into the Snipers? Oh my god, that won't work. I've never seen it work before. I don't think today's the day. So, there actually is another play here. Legend could consider trying to get his Desolators behind walls. If you want to use your Desolators offensively, oh, he masterminds. If you want to use your Desolators offensively, they need to be in a flak track. You need to get a Deso Bomb. If you want to use them defensively, you actually can get them behind a wall. So Legend's just trying to, look at all the barracks. Legend's just trying to build one Desolator and get it to deploy. One Desolator right now would pop so many Mirages. But the Snipers, Legend would have to get back. Tough position. I just keep, you guys know how it goes. I'm always talking for the guy who's the comeback kid here, whoever's down. But Legend, Latof rolls through. Wow, Latof on 11.